As fall approaches, we take a look at a couple new additions to the city, including an outdoor amphitheater and a pedestrian bridge. Plus, we get some easy recycling tips and talk with Fridley Recreation about back-to-school fun. Thank you for joining us. I'm Raquel Strand, and this is Community Connection. On July 29th, the Springbrook Nature Center celebrated yet another amazing community milestone with the opening of 2 new features to the park, including an outdoor amphitheater made possible by the Fridley Lions and a nature-based play area made possible by Jerome and Patricia Hartlaub. Let's take a look.
So just to take a quick look at how some of these improvements have helped us to fulfill that mission. The new Interpretive Center has dramatically improved our capacity to educate schools, our summer campers, community members, and daily visitors. So our educational component has been incredibly enhanced through the new Interpretive Center. The amphitheater that we're all celebrating today gives our staff an amazing tool for outdoor education. It's a gathering place that perfectly connects nature, education, and community. And the new nature-based play space sparks the imagination of our young visitors and kindles a lifelong relationship with the natural world.
Our lives weave in and out of this park, and it becomes part of us, and more people are drawn into our lives and into the park, and it reaches further out each time. This amphitheater is going to be a wonderful staging area for future events, dramas and musical acts, meetings and productions, classes of all kinds and varieties, and surely even things we haven't even anticipated yet. And all in a gorgeous natural outside setting that is easily accessible to so many. This place is an exceptional gift, and I'm sure the collective imaginations and dreams of so many of you will do it proud. As individuals, organizations, and local governments and the renowned Nature Center, we are all constantly in this together, changing and evolving, developing into something even greater still. This space promises to help draw in more people and enrich our community in many new ways for years to come. Fridley Lions are proud and privileged to be part of this group and this newest incarnation of the Springbrook Nature Center.
When we were first presented with the possibility of making donations, Jack graciously mentioned some of the others, but I have to say the one that both Jerry and I jumped on immediately was the playground. And maybe that's because we're kids at heart, maybe it's because our kids and our grandchildren and we have spent a lot of time at playgrounds, but that's the one that really jumped out at us. So it is extremely exciting today to be here to see how all the planning has come to fruition.
The new play area and outdoor amphitheater are now open at Springbrook Nature Center. Join us for Friday nights in September at the new outdoor stage for Friday Night by Firelight with a free naturalist presentation, s'mores, and campfires. Learn more at springbrooknaturecenter.org. And speaking of new additions, the city's engineering staff has had a busy summer. Brandon Broadhag takes a look at some of their bigger projects, including a new pedestrian bridge over 694.
The City of Fridley Engineering Division, working with its contractor from Jordan, Minnesota, SM Henches, worked on the Main Street Trail and Pedestrian Bridge on August 1st, placing the bridge over Interstate 694. The process included shutting down the highway, building the abutments, placing the bridge, and moving the signs from the existing road bridge to the new pedestrian bridge. The new pedestrian bridge is 200 feet long, and it goes from the south side of 694 to the north side. During that process, the bridge came in 3 pieces, 2 68 feet long and one that was 63 feet long. During the day of August 1st, on the north side of 694 going eastbound, our contractor SM Henches put together the 3 different pieces, bolting and anchoring them together to create one bridge. At 10 p.m. on August 1st, we shut down Interstate 694, creating a detour around the metro so that we could close down the interstate. We had our contractor move the existing University Avenue sign going eastbound and moving it from the existing road bridge and moving it off to the side so that it could be put up back for the new pedestrian bridge. Once that was taken down, we had the crane all set up. The crane was from A&B Welding from Elk River, Minnesota. They were able to take the pedestrian bridge that was already put together, pick it up, and place it into the new abutments on the north and south side. They started about 12:30 in the morning, and the process took about 45 minutes. Once the bridge was put into place, they were able to bolt it in to the abutments that were already in place from a few months back. After they were done placing the new bridge in, they were able to put the new University Avenue sign exit on the new pedestrian bridge. The whole process in itself went from about 10 p.m. August 1st and finished about 4 a.m. August 2nd. Another project that the City of Fridley Engineering Department has been working on is an ADA transition plan. ADA transition plan comes from the ADA, which is the American Disabilities Act, that came about in 1990, allowing for Americans with disabilities to be able to transit around local streets and sidewalks. What we did this summer was we went out and inventoried all of our curb ramps in the city. We had our intern, Andrew, go out using an iPad and collect all the inventory and data with the slopes and going through many different menus and taking notes and pictures of each and every curb ramp that was inventoried. This iPad came from a company, NBCRIS, that came to us telling us about this iPad that measures slopes, and you're able to enter in notes and photos and collect data all at once. This process took about 6 weeks for our intern to do, and we had over about 250 curb ramps that we went out and inventoried. This inventory will go into an ADA transition plan report that all entities will have to do within the next coming years, and it'll be a live report as we fix the curb ramps that aren't up to standard, and we will know which projects and which areas need to be in upcoming years. The plan is that the city will be ADA compliant within the next 20 years. We will be having public meetings, a part of this ADA transition plan, to tell the public about what we have done and what the future is going to look like.
Did you know food and beverage jars are recyclable, but drinking glasses are not? Recycling is easier than you think, and a little can make a big difference. Here's environmental planner Rachel Workin with a few simple ways to help.
Hi, my name is Rachel Workin, and I'm the environmental planner for the City of Fridley. This is Rachel's Recycling Corner, where we'll be sharing upcoming recycling dates and recycling tips. Some important dates to get on the calendar are our next paper shredding event on September 16th. A free paper shredding truck will be parked in Fridley Fire Station number 1 next to City Hall from 10 to noon. You can bring as much paper as you want to be securely shredded on the spot. Again, the paper shredding truck will be parked at the Fridley Fire Station number 1 parking lot next to City Hall under the Fairview Fridley sign from 10 to noon on Saturday, September 16th. Bring as much paper as you want to be securely shredded. The paper shredding truck will also be available on October 7th from 10 to noon in the same location. October 7th is also the date of our fall recycling drop-off. Fridley residents will be able to bring their appliances, electronics, mattresses, scrap metal, and more for free and reduced pricing. The event will be held at Locke County Park from 9 to 1. Check our website for more information and be on the lookout for a postcard with more details as we get closer to the event. We'd also like to share some tips on how to get rid of some common household items. I get a lot of questions about what to do with plastic bags. We all use a lot of them unless we're remembering to bring our reusable bag to the grocery store. While plastic bags can't be put in curbside recycling, most large retailers contain bins where you can drop off your old bags to be recycled. You can recycle regular plastic bags as well as those bags that come from dry cleaning. So next time you go to the grocery store, remember to bring your old plastic bags. Most large retailers place their plastic recycling bin right at the entrance. We all know that cardboard can go in the curbside recycling bin, but how about those cardboard egg cartons? This type of cardboard is really flimsy, so it doesn't have much use for recyclers. So instead of putting it in your curbside recycling bin, place the cardboard egg containers in your backyard composting bin, or bring it to one of the organics drop sites at Anoka County's Bunker Hill Center, Spring Lake Park, or Columbia Heights. What about all of the packing material that we receive when we order packages online? Bubble wrap, packing peanuts, and more. Unfortunately, these items can't go in curbside recycling. However, many local shipping retailers do offer options to recycle these items. If you have a lot of bubble wrap or packing peanuts, contact your local shipping retailer to see if they can recycle those items for you, or save them to reuse later. We all know that we can recycle aluminum cans in our curbside recycling containers, but what about aluminum foil? Unfortunately, aluminum foil cannot be recycled and should be replaced in the trash bin. That's Rachel's Recycling Corner. If you have more questions on how to dispose of household items, check our website or give me a call at 763-572-3594. We look forward to seeing you at our paper shredding event on September 16th and October 7th, as well as our fall drop-off recycling event on October 7th. Thank you for reducing, reusing, and recycling in Fridley.
As the kids head back to school, the fun is just beginning. Here's Fridley Recreation with a look at some of the new and returning favorites for fun.
Hi, I'm Margot Numedal, and this is Cleveland McCoy, and we're with the City of Fridley Parks and Recreation Department. We're going to talk a little bit today about what we have upcoming for our fall programs. First of all, for the preschool age youth, we have a variety of things in the fall, starting in September. On Saturday mornings, we have a dance combo and then also a parent-child tumbling class. In addition, we have some sports programs for this age group. We have soccer, flag football, and little athletes class, which is kind of a combo. They do a variety of different sports. We also will have a gym jam class, and this is a game class where they come together, they do parachute games and a variety of different activities in the gym.
We also offer programs for our teens, grades 5th through 9th, at the after-school program, The Zone. The Zone is open Monday through Friday from 3:15 to 5:45 p.m. We also offer a night zone for the older groups from 7th to 9th grade, and that's from 6 to 8:30. During the time with fall, we partner with the Fridley High School, and we're going to have a tailgate party to kick off the football season. That'll be September 15th, and that's a $3 registration fee, and that'll go, and we'll have that at Commons Park, and we'll have a Halloween party in October as well.
We also have a variety of activities for elementary age youth in Fridley at both Hayes and Stevenson Elementary School on Mondays through Thursday. With this program, we have a variety of classes. We start out in September with our soccer league. This is always a popular program. We have a team at both schools, and they get to compete against each other every other week in games. In addition, we have a lot of craft classes. We have a back to school and fall craft class, as well as a painting class, and then some other games classes. Outdoor games, Halloween fun, snackables, and great gifts are just a few. We also will be bringing back a popular class from this summer. It's our Musketeers fencing program. We bring in some instructors for this class, and it's really a fun way for kids to get exposed to that unique sport of fencing. We'll also be offering a Minecraft movie making class this fall in September and October. So take a look in your child's Wednesday folders for information about those programs. They're really fun to get involved in.
We also partnered with the police department. We started a police athletic league, better known as PALS. That's for grades 5th and 6th. Last spring we had basketball, and that's a co-ed for girls and boys, and it was 5th to 6th grades from 3:15 to 4:30, and it was at the middle school gym. So look out for more activities. We're looking at we're going to do something each season, and we'll have more information coming soon.
For youth in grades K through 5, we also offer a variety of trips on days when school is out. For instance, during MEA break in October, we'll have a group going to Nickelodeon Universe, Apple Orchard, and then also trying out the new Conquer Ninja Warrior up in Coon Rapids. This is a really fun place that just opened, so it'll be great to try that out. We also have a couple trips in November and December as well, so take a look at our website and get involved in some of those fun field trips.
In addition to our youth programs, we also offer programs for adults. We have adult fitness programs and adult sports as well. We have Zumba, Mommy Boot Camp, Beginner Tai Chi, Taekwondo, and Aqua Zumba as well. On the sports side of things, we'll talk about our winter sports. So we have basketball, and we have 3 different leagues. We have a fun league, we have a competitive league, and we have our D League, and that's on Wednesday nights. We combine with the city of Blaine. And with that, we also have our outdoor ice sports, and we have broom ball and boot hockey. So look out for all the information. We'll have it posted online.
For registration information, check out our website at www.fridleymn.gov. We hope to see you out and about this fall.
Now let's take a look at what the Fridley City Council is working on. Here's City Manager Wally Weisselpohl with the August Council Update.
Hi, welcome to the Council Update for August. I'm Wally Weisselpohl, City Manager, and here's what the Council was up to on August 14th and 28th. As typically, the Council met in a conference session. This is a session to talk about items and become educated on certain items before taking action at a regular City Council meeting. We heard a report on the Emerald Ash Borer, which is a program that the Public Works Department is looking at taking down some ash trees and replacing some and working with property owners to move the trees out of the public right-of-way and perhaps onto private property. That was an update item. We also heard an update on a deferred assessment that I'll talk to you about in a moment. And then Lock Park boundaries. This is with regard to the development taking place in the former property that was the Columbia Arena. And we're working with Anoka County and Metropolitan Council to identify the boundaries of Lock Park so that we can make sure that the West Rice Creek Regional Trail gets fitted into the new development. We also then got information on our animal control ordinance, specifically regarding dogs, bees, and also chickens. And the City Council took and received information and is inclined to amend our code to allow for chickens and for bees to take place under certain circumstances and permits, and is also reviewing some information about dogs and cats, and that will continue at another conference meeting in September. At the legislative portions of the City Council meetings, the regular City Council meetings, the City Council had a public hearing with regard to transferring land between the HRA, that's owned by the HRA, and the city over at the Columbia Arena site, which is a redevelopment for the city City Hall, Public Works, and Police and Fire Station, and then also the private development area, which is called Lock Park Point. And the HRA is the development agency within the city, and they can do things that the City Council can't do. So there's an exchange going on between those two agencies, the city and the HRA, and that public hearing will continue as we take the opportunity to meet with residents in the neighborhood there who have some concerns about park land, retaining park land, and then also access to University Avenue. So that will come back in September. We also had a public hearing with regard to a revocation of a special use permit. Special use permits are things that the City Council can write tight specifications with regard to the use of a property, in this case, Mobile Home Maintenance Company, and they're located at 513 Fremont Avenue. And they had not been carrying out what they were supposed to do at that location with regard to the special use. So there was a public hearing for the property owner to come in and have that conversation with the City Council. The City Council is giving the property owner additional time to comply, and that'll come back as a public hearing continuation into October. The City Council also considered a vacation of a street that was located between 521 and 551 53rd Avenue. You're probably wondering there is no street over there, but originally when that area was platted and it was identified that a public street was going to be necessary, and it was called Washington Street. However, as the area was developed, it was not needed, and this just was left as a vacant parcel, or what looked like a parcel. It was not owned by the city except for the fact that it was a street easement was there. So the city never paid for this property and was in the last 20 years has been doing the mowing of it and the maintenance of it, and it has no public use. So at the neighbor's request, they would like to have ownership of that property, and the city is doing what's called a vacation. So the city is giving up its right to use that property as a street. It doesn't go all the way through to 53rd and a half Street, so the city council felt confident in retaining some utility easements and other types of easements on the property, but giving up its legal claim to it. So that action was taken as a part of a public hearing as well. Then we heard a deferred assessment, which I referred to earlier. Assessments are typically taxes paid by the property owner for a benefit made to their property, in this case a street, which was done many, many years ago in the 1980s, and it was deferred at the property owner's request. And rather than paying for that street improvement, the owner chose to not pay it until the property was sold, rezoned, or expanded upon. The property owner did sell the property, and now the assessment became due, and there was some question as far as whether or not that assessment was still valid and how much it was. The city council decided that it was would go back to a 10-year assessment at about $44,080 for that street improvement. They passed a resolution and now releases the money that's been held in escrow on that property. The city council then took action to approve a water main improvement under 694 at University. This is emergency repair that was necessary because of a leak underneath 694 on a city-owned water main. And rather than needing to dig that up, they're using a technology called pipe bursting, where they put a plastic insert into the existing metal pipe, and then that becomes the new pipe. And that's cost is $154,000. Those types of emergency repairs, the city keeps reserves in its water fund to take care of, but it is necessary for the city council to approve the bid. It went to the low bidder of FurPal Incorporated. So that was the action by the city council for August. Look forward to reminding you what they did in September. Thanks for watching.
Mark your calendar for the Fire Open House on October 5th, as well as the return of Coffee with Cops, free paper shredding, and more. Check out this month's Fridley's Community Calendar. That's all for this month's edition of Fridley's Community Connection. Stay up to date with city news by following us on Facebook and Twitter or subscribing to email updates. You can also learn more at fridleymn.gov. I'm Raquel Strand. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining us. I'm Raquel Strand, and this is Community Connection. On July 29th,
This has been a production of Fridley Municipal Television, Channel 17. Thanks for watching.